Hi everybody, Eli here, and you're watching Time Driven. Thanks for tuning in today. So it is very cold here in the state of West Virginia, but I got to spend the last week out in California with some family, and while I was out there, I rented an Aston Martin V8 Vantage with a manual transmission from 2006. So here are my thoughts on my time with the car. The 2006 Aston Martin V8 Vantage is a way to experience owning a car from a small British micro brand with historical significance and a catalog of drop-dead gorgeous cars that make you feel like James Bond at prices as low as $30,000. The V8 Vantage looks like a screaming bargain for an exotic car with an Aston badge, but is it too good to be true? Let's start with the looks. The V8 Vantage is a stunning car. It's Aston's entry-level sports car, but it still looks the part. The sculpted lines and low-slung appearance of the vehicle make it look good from every single angle. Details like the hidden door handles, wide hips, unique taillights, and elegant side vents offer the perfect finishing touches on the Vantage's timeless design. The car flies a bit under the radar and doesn't scream, "Look at me." To those who do take notice, though, it is absolutely beautiful. It is the type of car that had me looking back time and time again when I parked it. The entrance to the leather-adorned interior offers sophisticated touches like the special door handles, doors that open at a unique upward angle, and a special door plate, all letting you know that you're entering a truly special vehicle. On the inside, this car offered a proper 6-speed manual transmission. Most surfaces were treated with quality materials like leather, suede, and aluminum. The center start button, shift knob, and instrument cluster all looked like little pieces of crystal jewelry. Additionally, the engine bay looked like a work of art. The devil is truly in the details, and the Aston is set up to accommodate people with great taste and fits the driver like a well-tailored tuxedo. So how does it drive? The engine note is intoxicating. At approximately 400 horsepower, it pulls reasonably well but isn't fast by modern standards. I actually think, though, that it is a really well-balanced car that provides usable amounts of power without being intimidating. I felt like I could drive the car pretty hard and still be well within my comfort zone. The handling was surprisingly good too. During my time with the car, I would drive the car gradually more aggressively, and breaking it loose was a real challenge. The car is surprisingly confidence-inspiring and feels quite manageable. It was also quite comfortable for a sports car and is definitely set up like a proper grand touring car. The shifting action was fairly decent, and the brakes felt good, but the throttle was vague and unresponsive. Most of my sports cars have cable throttles, which I really prefer. Steering feel was decent, and the car offered great sensation of speed. It had a bit of the Miata factor, where you feel like you're going faster than you are, and this was impressive given the level of comfort and practicality it also offers. The car had about 70,000 miles on it and drove well, but had some minor issues. The transmission was a bit sloppy and needed some work. Sometimes it would fight me when I tried to put it in reverse or first gear. It had a taillight, a blinker, and part of a headlight out. There was unsightly condensation in the taillights, and it was missing one of the side markers. The release for the gas cap didn't work, so you'd have to use the manual release in the trunk to fill it up. The trunk and door struts were starting to go bad. The car had a couple of error codes that would come and go throughout my time with the vehicle. The reverse sensors malfunctioned frequently, leaving me with an annoying prolonged beep that drove me crazy. These are all mostly small things, and the car was still drivable and reliable overall. To fix these problems, though, would be a tall task, and the repair bill would quickly stack up and could turn a bargain supercar into a nightmare. Just because these cars can be had for the price of a new Toyota Camry doesn't mean that they're going to cost you the same as a Toyota Camry. That being said, I thoroughly enjoyed my time with the Vantage and think it would make an excellent starter supercar. If someone was looking at one, I'd advise them to get a well-sorted car and use even seemingly small issues to negotiate. I feel these cars will hold value well, but I wouldn't call it an investment. It will certainly require decent sums of money to keep it in well-maintained working order, but it offers a whole lot of fun for the money. I hope to add one to my collection at some point. Thanks everybody so much for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, I would really appreciate it. It really does help. And also, leave your comments below on your thoughts of the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Again, I really enjoyed my time with the car. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.